Good morning. It's just after 6. Okay, it's 6:30. It's later than I thought. I am working, so I'm not going to hopefully do a very long one. I think last night I was in a little bit of a shock, and I let anxiety get the best of me. I spent the day thinking, oh, my jaundice looks better. I'm starting to see pink peeking through. My lips are darker, I'm getting better. It's getting better. And then I get this in the mail, and what shocked me, what I was scared about, is because the literature basically made it seem like, no, your liver is dead. You are going to get transplant. We're not going to look at your liver. We're going to look at everything else to see if you're okay to get a new liver. And that scared me because I still think that it needs to be looked at. I still think that I wasn't given a chance to see if my liver would heal, to see if there was something else at play, to see if the meds would work, to see if gluten-free would work. Because I was looking at a list of things where it's time to send someone to transplant. And none of it applied to me. I haven't been hospitalized. I have not shown any symptoms of being decompensated at all. I just have a diagnosis of PBC, basically, And yes, I have portal hypertension. Yes, I have gastropathy. But I will say this, and I've said it before a million times, but it's sticking in my mind. At that same CT scan, they said there were varices. They said there was evidence of varices. And they went in there with the endoscopy, and they did not see them. There were no varices. So why aren't we checking the liver again for the portal hypertension? Why aren't we checking, why aren't we checking to see if it's any better? The last blood test, everything was getting better, and I have to imagine it's on that trajectory, but nobody has looked into that. It's just, okay, transplant time. And I'm not saying I'm ungrateful, because again, it can take some people years to get here. But I believe they're gonna take a lot of blood tests, and they're gonna look at my bilirubin and stuff. So it's not as if they're only gonna find out that I don't need a liver transplant when I'm on the operating table. I don't believe that, but in the moment, that's what it looked like, and that's what it felt like. And I freaked out. Last night. I went into shock, I believe. My roommate, she's got her own stuff going on, and she wants to talk about that, and she did. And, that was a little bit of a distraction, although it's not necessarily a pleasant distraction. And then I got a massage on my back, which was nice. So, I don't think my MELD score is going to be very high at all. I'm not saying that I believe 100% that my liver is going to recover, because I don't know how bad it is. But I'm going to talk to my PCP on the 1st, and then the evaluation's on the 5th, so at least I can talk to him. He is an internist, and he's been around for a long time, and I could ask him, does this seem right to you? Does this seem a little fast? I can't ask him to intervene. I don't think I can't pit doctors against each other. I think it's too late for a second opinion at this point. I think the second opinion is going to be UCLA. And I hope I'm not wasting their time, but I didn't do this. I'm just doing what I'm told at this point. I don't even make the appointments. I'm told when to come in, and that's okay. I get it. They are, this isn't just your PCP. This is a liver transplant institute. They don't have time to mess around. Understood. it was just a lot all at once. And the fact that I was just sitting here by myself, and that's nobody's fault. Nobody who would be here, people have things to do in lives. And I got through it. Like I get through everything. I've always gotten through it by myself. It's how it's always had to be. I want to walk in there and I want them to tell me to get the hell out of here. You're not ready. That's what I want. I want them to be mad at me for wasting their time. Even though I didn't do any of this. But the truth is probably somewhere in the middle. I will probably need transplant, but I don't think I need it now. But we'll find out. I'm gonna try not to freak out. I think that was the last major freak out. That was like the last big thing that's gonna hit me, right? Like, what's left after the transplant literature, right? Like, I think the next major thing, and this would be way down the line, is finding out whose organ it was. That would be the next major, like, huge shock. But hopefully I won't ever have to find that out. I won't ever have to go through that, because there's paperwork in there, in the packet, to let the donor's family know who I am. So of course I would, like, their loved one saved my life, of course. I'd do anything they wanted, but I'm already crying because it's such a rough thing to learn, like, oh, she was a, florist, or she wrote code, or whatever, or he. It would suck to know that they had to die. So, but that is way down the road, and I don't even need to be thinking about that right now. It's just, they can see that it appears that there's more jaundice in my eye, I think, because I think it's clearing up. Elsewhere you can see a lot more pink. But I can see that it's in my eyes, and I hate it. But I think it's been there all along, but I've just been so yellow that it's... Anyway. It's a work day. So I'm going to get to work. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you soon.